See you later. Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, likers, dislikers, commenters, new subscribers, old subscribers, and just generally anybody who watches these videos. Welcome back.
Incoming!
Welcome back. That was a dab. You get a dab. So, ladies and gentlemen, this video is a video response to the infamous bikers video of our summer riders dangerous. Now, before you flame me if you're a summer rider, it is a conversation we are having. It is nice to have input. Don't go shouting your head off because you haven't been out all year round and you're angry and you're frustrated. Okay? You've been warned. But yes, the infamous biker asked the question, and personally I think it's a bit of a hard one. Really what he was saying is our summer, comparing all year round riders to summer seasonal riders, which the comparison he gave was someone who does 8,000 miles, someone who maybe does 1,000 mile a year compared to someone who does 8,000 to 9,000 a year. So not logic, common sense would tell you that the guy who's on the road more often is the guy who is more aware of the road conditions and more aware of what he's doing. But Joe Summer Rider comes out and blasts around and has an accident on a road that he maybe hasn't been doing, and it was talked about being rusty after a certain period of time. Now my view on this would be it's a bit of a hit and miss subject, because personally you could ride all year round and you could be the most accident prone person ever. It's pretty simple, you could have an accident everywhere you go. But there's been a few accidents in Northern Ireland that you hear them on the news. It's like a motorcyclist was killed in a road traffic accident involving only a motorcycle. Yeah. So common sense would tell you that he's been riding way above his limit. But what happens, these cases only seem to come out in the summer, at the start and at the end. I've noticed it's mainly at the end. But it all happens, it can happen to anybody, and singling one group out, yes, Joe Summer Rider, who has polished his bike all year round until the 2 months or 2 days of the year that he can get it out, and goes around a corner and comes off because he's maybe not used to the road condition. He's, there's something happened, right? So, but what you have to remember, there's always contributing factors. But in Northern Ireland, what I have noticed is these accidents always tend to happen a couple of days. You get those days where it's like scorchio 25-degree days for like a week, if that ever happened. And then the 2 days at the end of that week rain, but it's still dry. And my theory is that the guy who rides all year round understands that the road sweats and greasy roads, and he has slight more knowledge about riding in slippy conditions, you know, through winter and through diesel on the road in the wet and stuff like that there. But the summer rider doesn't. He's just out for a hooligan session. Not all bikers are just out for hooligan sessions, even if they are summer riders. It is pretty... If you look at it and you're pretty stubborn on your group. I mean, I'm an all year round rider, and I have a laugh with I have a laugh with summer riders, because 90% of my friends are all flipping summer riders. Even their winter hacks don't see winter. So I have a sense of humour about it, but if you're pretty stubborn about that you're going to look at it and go, summer riders. I would personally say that an all year round rider will have more bad habits and push, say, this car a lot harder around a corner in the wet and, you know, come a cropper. But summer rider with his pretty Gixxer or his pretty CBR or something pretty, they're not liable, maybe not willing to push the boundary as much, because they don't want to damage their bike. And 9 times out of 10, an all year round rider will have a second bike. I don't, I just use this for both because it's brilliant. But they will have a winter bike that they maybe don't care for as much. They'll stick new tyres and a chain on it and keep it just MOTable. Where a summer rider has his pride and joy and goes to, you know, a seaside town and parks her up and shows her off, you know, and goes back and cleans it for the next ride. And I think it's more different horses for different courses. I will say this, there are guys who have rode, and I know some too, that rode all year round, and they have done 20 years of solid all year round riding and decided, I've had enough, and they have their bike that they like to go out Little John's now and again. There's no harm in that. Hello. But what I think it actually boils down to is people wanting to blame other people. Because if you blame an accident on a summer rider, do you not think that a summer rider would blame an accident on an all year round rider? Oh, silly all year rounder, out in the snow and the ice, stupid. You know, you see where I'm coming from? So, we are all bikers. We are all in the same group. No matter what you ride, even if it's a Harley, say that with gritted teeth. We're all there. We're all here for the banter. We're all here to help each other. So why should we divide each other out? Now that's what I think. Do away with the he's an all year rounder, or he's a biker, or he's a summer biker, because at the end of the day, we're bikers. No matter what. Yes, there are a few, let's say, people in the herd that will make idiots out of themselves, like hooning around. Don't think I'm against it. I'm all for it, but there's a time and there's a place, and that's my opinion. But there's always a bad egg in a group. There's always a bad egg. Always. I can see where people will turn around and think that Infamous is trying to start a fight, but I can see where he's trying to start the conversation. And I'm more than happy to be part of that conversation by submitting this video and telling him the video's there and letting him watch it. Hello Infamous, if you're watching this. You big person. Does it mean I personally have blamed some stupid things I've seen on summer bikers numerous times. I went on a bike run and near rear ended a Harley because he stopped. But when I looked into it, I also turned away to look at something. So it would have been his fault for stopping and my fault for not looking. You know what I mean? There's always two sides to a story. If you're out and you see a summer biker and he's maybe struggling, and he doesn't want to admit that he's struggling, because we all know they will not admit to struggling, give him a hint, give him a tip. Tell him how to, don't tell him how to ride his bike, but maybe say to him, this is what I do. I mean, I have never not taken on advice of people that have given me advice. That's how you build and learn in this community. You take advice from others with experience. So what I say is, scrap the whole summer biker, all year round biker categories. Call each other bikers. If you see each other, nod. If you don't nod, wave. If you don't wave, just acknowledge. But I would be the one that says get rid of the categories. There are some bad eggs in the group, but there's always bad eggs in all groups. Enjoy the summer. If you enjoy it fast, you enjoy it fast. If you enjoy it slow, enjoy it slow. If you enjoy it in the middle, just tootling about, enjoy it in the middle and just tootling about. Really, that's all I have to say on that matter. If I've answered the question, I've answered the question. If I've not answered the question, ah well. If you want to add your video to the conversation, let Infamous know, let me know. If you're subscribed to me and not to him, go across, see him. If you come from Infamous's page and see me, how to say hello, don't forget, this isn't any of us trying to get at any of us, this is a conversation. Bikers sharing experiences and stories, as bikers strangely love to do. As always, guys, that is all. If you like the video, don't forget to hit like. If you dislike the video, don't forget to dislike. And if you like it and you watch my videos regularly and you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. Why not? Just do it. And as always, guys, keep her lit. And if you're only getting a lit for the first time this year, don't pick on the summer guy, or don't pick on the winter guys. We've been at this all year. And winter guys, don't pick on the summer guys.
Incoming!